Okay, I have to test something. Okay, let me see how I sound really quick. Okay. All right, so this it has been quite some time since I done did a live stream, so excuse me that this is gonna probably be a little sloppy. Um, but here we are. And if it sounds like I'm talking like with a lisp or something, I have my whitening strips in my mouth right now, so you're gonna have to just bear with me with this one. Um, but I decided to do this as a live stream. I know it's probably not gonna be on this because I was I scheduled this accidentally on Monday. Um, yeah, that's what it is. And the only reason I'm doing this live is because I want to get this meeting out of the way, and I know schedule is getting hectic, and I just won't have time to edit a video, so it'll be forever in a month of Sundays before you get another video. So I'm gonna try to start doing live streams again, whether you're here or not. You can always play it back. Hello, the rewatch fam. But I'm gonna just try to start uploading live streams of me doing these readings. And scheduling them properly in the future. I was when I scheduled this. But with all of that being said, I still out the way. Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Everybody here. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I hope got your tea and you're ready to do this reading. For all of you who are returning, thank you again. Thank you for subscribing. The new people, you can share, like, subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell, setting it to all so you can see next time I upload. Because today, you see, what we're going to be getting into a reading on. We are going to be reading on Kesha, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and Dr. Puke. I am not going to say his actual name. Pretty much know who I'm talking about at this point. You see his image in the front of this video. Um, but I am doing a reading on these three ladies and these gentlemen, just because of the recent drama that has stirred up due to Katy Perry's new album that is supposed to be coming out, I think, in September or November. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the allegations have come back up about Dr. Luke and Kesha's, arrangement, and there has also been a thing of Kesha's text messages to Lady Gaga in regards to like Katy Perry, and what allegedly has happened between her and Dr. Luke as well. That has come back up into the news surrounding Katy Perry's new album release because Dr. Luke is the one that is producing it, I believe. So that's why I want to do this reading. I want to know if there's really any kind of beef, if there's something going on, if there's something, trouble in paradise essentially going on between these three ladies. I know my time of coming up, these were some pretty good people, or a lot of people were interested in going to their concerts. These were like the pop girls around the time I was coming. And it's crazy to see them step away from music or uh, whether it's due to personal reasons or during career changes, starting families, etc., whatever the case may be, seeing them all coming back around the same time. Because Lady Gaga is, I think, also gearing up to drop another album as well. I don't know if hers is supposed to drop at the end of this year or next year, but I know she's gearing up. Kesha has also recently dropped a single. I think it's called "Wild Ride." Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I know Katy Perry's definitely gearing up to drop sometime at the end of close to the end of this year. So yeah, a lot of people are not happy about her working with Dr. Puke for this album, especially with this dealing with woman empowerment. So Now that I got that long spiel out the way, and as you can see, a lot of this is just going off the dome. I don't remember all of the details. I purposely did not look into all the details so there wouldn't be any bias in me doing this reading. So, as you see going across the bottom of the screen here, all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only. Do not take what I say as law, as the end all be all. Tarot should not be used for that. Yes, if you did not know, this is a tarot channel, okay? I use tarot cards to kind of pick up on energies or feelings and things like that I kind of come through because I am an intuitive reader. I'm not just like a card reader or some fortune teller or something like that or medium. I'm not any of those things knowingly. I know some of my friends will probably say something different, but I just kind of pick up on what energies that come through to me using, in addition to using astrology, numerology, geomancy, etc., etc. So, if any of that is something that disturbs your spirit, does not resonate with you, it goes against your beliefs, your creed, etc., here's your moment to kind of click off and find something else on YouTube that you find enjoyable. Because I'm not here to disturb anyone's spirit or to hurt anyone or anything like that. This is typically my tool of choice to kind of hone in on these things. So, yes. Um, Before I get into this reading, I do also want to warn you all to not put any slander in the chat. I don't care how much you like these people or if you're choosing teams. I don't want this to be that. I'm just simply trying to read, see if there is some drama, something here, in regards to this between these three ladies and this gentleman. So, first things first, I think it's only right doing it all. I think it's only right for me to start off with, hmm, yeah, let's do Kesha and Katy because, yeah, it's stemming from them too. I want to see what's kind of going on between them. And I'm going to do this through rows. So, follow me. I'm going to do Kesha at the top and then I'm going to do Katy. Okay? Let's see what I get. So, we do have this one here. I had a couple of other cards flip over, but I'm just going to flash them here on the screen. But they did not fall out or come out by themselves. So I'm going to shuffle and see what's really supposed to stick. I will say the magician, the wheel of fortune, these three, the magician, the hierophant, and the wheel of fortune flipped over. But again, I want to see what is going to stick. Um, okay, we also have the five of swords. Oh, and then we also have the ten of wands here. Okay, okay, okay. I'm fixing this because on my streaming software, it looks like it's all on the screen, but then when I look at my YouTube stream, it's showing that it's off. So you see me steady fidgeting with the cards. I'm just trying to make sure you all can see them properly because, yeah, they're showing up like these different things here. So I want to make sure you all can see them clearly. And this would increase. This is a mess. I probably should have. my Lenormand cards because I probably could have fit more on, but too late. We're going with the punches. Ooh, Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, we do have the swords here. So it's pretty interesting. So I do definitely think that Kesha's kind of, I guess you can say, over it when it comes. Don't, I know, my thumb. The rest of my nails are fine. Don't worry about it. But with the Ten of Wands being here for Kesha and her face towards Katy Perry, to me, it's kind of like, I think she kind of wants to understand, but she probably think it's more cash grab when it comes to Katy Perry's relationship with Dr. Maybe it could be resources because Page of Pentacles doesn't always have to be something of like of money. I when I think of resources, I think of connections, things like that. It doesn't always have to be money. And with this being the Page of Pentacles as well, I wonder if it's a thing of like, did I wonder if she feels like Katie had no choice in the matter because of some of the people she probably needed to work with, or a connection that she needed, or something like that. Probably feel like she was maybe a bit or something like that, essentially, and wanting to work with Dr. Q. I'm gonna keep saying his name like that. Um, but that is just, I think that's part of Kesha's feelings. And again, here with this Five of Swords, to me, it feels like I want to understand why you're doing this, why you decided to do this, but maybe it's not absolutely clear to Kesha either why Katy Perry is doing this. Like, we're I'm where the deal was made, or where how the decision happened, with her thought process of wanting to work with him, or why she did or said what she did. But I see there is, of course, a lot of frustration here, and this I think this is some energy of like, I kind of want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but I can't totally do that because I think it's just the person, she's like really understanding, where she still admires Katy Perry or whatever. Now, on behalf of Katy Perry's feelings towards Kesha, oh, this Ace of Swords doesn't bode too well to me because, again, this is speaking of a hard start. I don't know why she would have like a harsh or start here when it comes to Kesha, but I wonder if it's like, now that you are aware of something, or potentially aware of the situation that happened with Kesha and Dr. Q, maybe that's what it is. I just see that there was something hard up here with this Four of Pentacles, and it's kind of going back to the question that's here with the Page of Pentacles. There was, I feel like there was something in this relationship with, I think relationship, I think with you, that um, again, some bad resources, connections. Maybe it's the artist that you wanted to work with I don't know, a particular producer or something like that, sound or look or something like that she wanted, and she couldn't go around it without having his hands in it in some type of way. I think that's why the King of Swords is here. I think this is him. And even though there has been rumors out there that Katy Perry is no longer in a deal with a Dr. Q, there is still some kind of like pseudo connection here, to where it's like it may not be on paper, but there's still some kind of like tethering or connection you can get out of. And again, I wonder if Katie is like, Kesha, you should understand that feeling all too well. Like, you should know what's going on. But let's see. I'm gonna pull some more cards. Let's see what clarity on this. And again, if it sounds like I'm talking with the list, it's just because I have my white in. So yeah, we're getting close and personal right now. So it's gonna sound like I got Okay, we have Sweet Peas in the Pod, Soul Partnership, Business, True Love, Mirror Match, Blessings, Life Mate. How would they be coming up with the Page of Pentacles? Okay, I had a couple things pop out here. I'm gonna put these back in though. I got when life gives you lemons and were you raised in a barn? Hmm. The last is five of swords. Okay. We have pillows on here, and you know the allegations. Allegedly, Kesha revealed that Katy Perry, I believe it was Kesha, revealed that, yeah, because I think it was in a text message that she sent to Lady Gaga where she was saying allegedly there was an inappropriate relationship with Katy Perry and Dr. Puke as well. So I'm wondering that's why the Give Me Sugar is coming up here. And then we also have come to Jesus, truthful communication, integrity, surrender, and reconciliation. Does she think that those two made up? Is she a bit bitter maybe that the two that Dr. Fuji Katy Perry made up? And then look, that walking away is still coming up again here. No thank you. Walking away, kiss my grit, self respect, strength. Okay, so who and understandably so. So not taking anybody's side here. You have to understand. And I'm not saying when I say this next sentence, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm saying this for legal purposes to protect myself. Um, if what truly happened to Kesha at the hands of Dr. Q did happen, and she has the belief or the understanding that the same thing happened to Katie, there is understanding why she would look at Katie as less than or like you don't have any respect or with disappointment with this Ten of Wands and the Kiss My Grits here, because it's like you say you're for women and stuff like this, and for women empowerment, and all of this, and you can't even take control or be empowered in your own life, and you're subjecting yourself to this. I kind of want to say like cruelty or this person's presence, knowing what they did is crazy. And the only way I can see this happening is if you were a better person than me that you forgave this man for what he did, which is crazy. Um, in perspective of Kesha, all allegedly. So that's what I get coming up here for the energy Kesha has towards Katie. But let's see what's coming up here with Katie here. Okay, I have a couple cards I flipped over. We have Swinging on the Porch. This is cozy, good times. We have Hotter Than Blue Blazes. This is dealing with passion and sensuality. And then we also have Sweating Like a Sinner in Church. Guilt, remorse, nerves, sorry, worry, and confession. Now, if that's Sweating Like a Sinner in Church fall out, what is this? Suffering fools disdain. Katie, come to the front of the congregation. Suffering fools, disdain, displeasure, contempt, poking fun. I don't think she was looking forward to working with him either. That's what this is giving. I don't think she was looking forward to working with him either. But again, I think there is some kind of pseudo bond or agreement is going on here that she kind of was like forced, tricked into work, or she felt like she had to work with him in order to get what she wanted. Okay, this went like a sinner at church. She definitely wants to come out. This is the October. And then I also did see this card. So, sweating like a sinner in church. We have sweet as a Georgia peach, kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, delicious experience. And then we also have one horse town, boredom, monotony, small mindedness, branch out, and move on, novelty needed. But let's see here. What is Dr. Puke's sign? Is he an air sign? I'm gonna look it up. Oh, we got if my main happy, ain't nobody happy. Yeah, this is starting to seem like Katie fighting with her hands, but one of her hands. Hold on one second. I am going to look up what is zodiac. What is the zodiac? I need to see. I wonder what his zodiac is. If he's an air sign, this is him. Come on, astro charts. But yeah, this is giving like, yeah, if you don't want to work with me, if you don't do what I tell you to do, there's going to be some issues here. If you want what you want, and I want what I want. So, what is? Do it say? It doesn't say his zodiac, huh? Oh, yep, he is a Libra. Cars. He's a Libra too. Oh, he's wishy-washy. I don't care what you say. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all Libras, y'all know, y'all may be weighing the scales and seeing two sides of things, but y'all can also be very kind of like non-committal. And yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. Not saying it's a good or bad. It's just, it is what it is. So I'm assuming this King of Swords is him. Yeah, it reads like some gatekeeper stuff to me. Sorry, unfortunately. It's reading like Katie if to me it's like if Katie wanted certain things done, she wants certain things a certain way. It was like you work with me or you work with nobody, and that's just is what it is. And I don't think she's too excited or happy about this either. Let's see what last little cards we get about these two. What last additional informative cards can we get here? Insightful cards, spirit. I'm just dropping everywhere. I will note, however, that the vampire flips over in here, and if you don't know this particular deck, this is the Caroline Myss Archetypes, and the vampire pretty much speaks to like energy vampire, somebody who is very draining on your life, very um very controlling, I guess you can kind of say, in regards to your life. It is somebody who can be very depleting. It's somebody who really works on your psyche. So, and can lead to kind of like feelings of complacency, which is kind of like what I'm getting here with that. And I wonder if that's the feelings of like the kiss my grits and the leave away thing is, where Kesha kind of like she wants to kind of like brush Katy Perry off, but at the same time she kind of understands that um, allegedly I don't have to say allegedly for this, but most people who have been in abusive relationships, you know how hard it can be to kind of walk away from somebody you see as, um, I don't know, it's like your source of survival, for a lack of a better word. Um, you depend on this person, and so there it does become a point of codependency, whether it's or imprisonment, whether that's psychologically, whether that's physically, emotionally, financially, there is some form of imprisonment. Ooh, oh, okay. A lot of cards just bust out. So I am going to read these two that stuck on the table, but I want to make sure I didn't lose any more on the floor. Okay, so I do have Destroyer, and this is talking about releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. And then I also have Networker, but it came up in reverse. It says conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Yeah. Ooh. Do I have to expand on that at all? I don't think I do, class. Right? We all know what's going on here. Y'all picking up with the cards y'all putting down. Y'all reading in between the lines. I don't have to go any deeper because that would be great. Um, yeah, I think Katie does feel a little guilty. I don't think she's looking forward to working with him either, but um, he's the ball to her chain, essentially, is what I'm getting here. And I think that's just kind of like, what are you with me? Yeah. All right. Well, that was that. Let's look into I want to look into because Katy Perry was also, I mean, not Katy Perry, Lady Gaga also pulled into this. And I'm going to preface this by saying I did do a reading on Lady Gaga maybe a month or so ago. Maybe it's been now. I never posted the video because, again, my life has just been lifing and I did not feel like editing the video. So, it's just to come up with kind of like the big thing that was coming up for me in that reading was that there seemed to be some kind of conflict with another, I think it's a female. I don't want to say it's a male, I think it's another female in the industry. And I think it's kind of like they were trying to pull Lady Gaga back into the industry to kind of get her to, I don't know, thwart or call out this girl or compete with her in some kind of sense. I couldn't really hone in on exactly who it was, but that was something that was kind of coming up in her reading, and there is a lot of like healing I was getting when I did Lady Gaga's reading. Again, I did not post this, so don't go looking for it. Take my word for it. That's what I was getting, but I think I should look to kind of like now that I am aware of this because I wasn't previously aware of this whole situation with Gaga, Katie, and Kesha and Dr. Puke. I'm wondering if the artist that she was kind of like thwarting or having beef with is some kind of sense with Katie. So I'm gonna do Katie and then I'm gonna do Gaga. So we're gonna see what is Katie's story. Like that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have a couple of cards that flipped over here. Anything else? Anything else? No. So we did have the Seven of Pentacles. That Five of Swords is coming up again. The King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Okay, that Five of Swords. That's gonna be the card of the night. Ooh, okay, I have two cards here. Ooh, I don't think she likes the gossip. I'll tell you that. The Seven of Wands is kind of like the gossip card to me. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune too. I might have to think about that one a little bit more. Let's see. What is God's energies towards Katy Perry? Let's see. So we have oop, oop, oop. Anything else? No. Let's try this again. One more card here. Okay, and that flew right off to the side. And we also have the moon in reverse. So again, this kind of Five of Swords is kind of, I don't know, to me, is giving anxiety or anxiousness, same thing. Um, Frustration. then we get here into the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune to me is oftentimes like karmic cycles, cyclical things, things that come around, what goes around comes around. It can also speak to a gamble of some sort as well. The Seven of Wands again is kind of like the gossip card to me. It can also be speaking to client kind of being above it all, being above the um, general public or the gossipers, as you can say here. So that's pretty interesting. She has this here because, as far as I know, that's I don't even think Katy Perry and Gaga has collabed on anything, right? Yeah, no. But I think there is something here, reputation wise, something that she doesn't like. Maybe that Gaga sees her as or understands her as. Um, And then here going into Gaga's energy, okay, we have this death and rebirth. And so you just want to bring it back that energy I was saying I got her when I did my own personal reading on Gaga a few weeks ago. Just kind of like the healing and regeneration period that she's kind of going through is still coming up here for me. This makes me feel like um because typically the Nine of Pentacles, when you see it in the upright, it's kind of like go it alone, independence, not wanting to be bothered, kind of almost up there on that hermetic energy. But with this Nine of Pentacles coming up in reverse, it's kind of like, no, you need help. You need some assistance. You need to reach out. Um, you're not quite maybe like financially independent or where you want to be just yet. So you kind of got to go back and do something. The moon here, there is something that is being, I guess you could say, hidden, obscured, not yet known. I wonder if there's a thing here where she's leaving the door open for, which is very mature. If she's like leaving the door open for Katie to kind of like speak her piece, say her side of things here with the moon and the Nine of Pentacles, the death and rebirth, it's kind of like I'm leaving, things open for you to kind of come forward and, speak or talk about it because I don't really know your side of things. I kind of just know this side of stuff. Um, I wonder if that's what this is, but let's see if I get more clarity. Because some clarity is needed. What was this first card I wanted to flip over? Yeah, that makes sense. Holler, communication, honesty, surprise news, text, or phone call. Because that is how Gaga got wrote this. So it was through a text message. So, um, the wheel, give me some sugar. Give me some sugar deals with someone's favorite. It deals with pillow talk, bonding, adoration. She's not looking for like Gaga's approval, is she? Okay, these are way too many cards that fail, but we do have Swamp Angel, which deals with nuisance and provocation. You have How's Your Mom and Them, your people reaching out, etc., your family. When life gives you lemon, make lemonade, perseverance, optimism. We also have Over Yonder, Focus 4, Eyes on the Prize. And then we also have Raining Cats and Dogs, temporary intensity. Let's see what's actually supposed to come out. Um, I'm just using the same cards flipping over. It's the same little cluster, and I broke them up in the deck here. See, look, I'm breaking them up in the deck. I'm sliding them in different parts. And some of the ones are flipping over. I just need one spirit. I just need one card. Hey, well, y'all said too. Okay. So we have hot calling kettle black, hypocrisy, rejection. So In my own opinion, I wonder if this pot girl Nikita Black is coming up because a lot of people assume or have speculated that the person Gaga was also the person that Gaga spoke about her. We'll say her SA in the music industry could have potentially been after Puke too. So I wonder if that's why this is coming up here. And then we also have chicken with this cut off something overwhelmed, busyness, stress, redo, or best results. It's like this Katie's energy to me in this reading when it comes to Gaga, kind of like I want the sisterhood. I want the sisterhood of traveling pants. I want the acceptance. But I also don't know if I want to be a part of something if it's potentially where you're talking down or bad about me when you have kind of been in the same position. Um, yeah. And I think Katie would like to have probably like her say on the matter or like her side being told. But I think there's some things that kind of keep her hands tied on that situation. And then we have death and rebirth. Walk away. This did come up in reverse. Walk away, kiss my grits. No, thank you. Refusal. And we have three of course. Good times, cozy feeling so down. Nature, thankfulness. Again, this is kind of going. This is reminding me of that healing energy I said I was getting for Gaga before. So to me, it just seems like she's not even trying to revisit this drama. She's not even trying to be a part. Like she will very much give you Phaedra. Now why am I in it? I think that's who said it. Now why am I in it? That's the energy Gaga is giving me. I want to move on. I'm not talking about this anymore. And then we don't get your feathers ruffled, huh? Inner calm, well being, patience, deep breathing, compassion, the ideal. And notice there's a weird like switch or dichotomy here because this one is showing the sun setting on it in the background, whereas this one is showing it is the moon card. So it's again, there's a lot of like healing or like isolation, some insular energy that's going on back right now, where it's like I don't know, it's like she holding her breath and she's waiting to like let it go the moment she can let it go, but she's also like afraid to like release because um when you're somebody who cry when you mad, if you rather not let somebody get you to that point because you feel like it's embarrassing for somebody to see you crying while you mad kind of thing. It's kind of like what this is giving me. I'm afraid to let my anger erupt or like fully release. Um, and afraid of like what's gonna come out of me, what I'm gonna say. I'm afraid of my own anger at this point. It's kind of like what this is. Um, and so I think she'd rather just like not deal with it or like push it to the side or be in a certain area where certain people do erupt in a sense. I think she doesn't want to kind of like be seen or betrayed in this way. One second, I'm gonna turn the light up because it seems like my hi Pepper. Yeah, that helps a little bit. That helps a little bit. Because it was giving overcast. So yeah, that's what this is giving. And let's see what final cards or intuitive energies is gonna come here on top. Let's see what else I can get. Lasting disciple cards. Okay, so we have Child Divine. Sorry, it's my whiteness, y'all. But it did come up in reverse, and it reads an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Okay, that is Child Divine. But I'm gonna open where how it came out. Ooh, ooh, what's this one that fell? Let's see, what's this one? Oh, I had two. So we have Gambler, which reads willingness to follow intuition even when others do not. And then we also have Damsel. Ooh, it did come up in reverse. And it says waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Is Katy me? Is Gaga trying to hide behind a man? Yeah, I wouldn't have bought her if that was the case. Because it's like this one way to protect yourself in the music industry, allegedly. But the gambler kind of feels like Katie to me. The gambler feels like Katie. The damsel feels like Gaga to me. And the child divine feels like both of them, if you ask me. Both of them are kind of like left defenseless. To reference one of my favorite movies, I'm probably gonna watch later. I probably should not admit this to you all. Um, when Django, when the guy yells, "Once he gets you, you caught." Like it is that's what it's giving. The girls who get it. I'm not gonna expand on that anymore, but yeah, you gotta read between the lines. I can't say it all. I can't say it all on YouTube. Sorry. Just all right. And lastly, let's look at Dr. Um, because it would be interesting to see what's kind of going on with that relationship. I know a lot of people really want Katy Perry to just drop him and work with somebody else. But as you see on the first portion of this, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make that clear because I got these scripts in. It doesn't seem like that's an easy thing for Katie to do right now. So, all right, let's get into this. The swords want to jump out again. If you hear my AC, I'm sorry, but I'm not turning it off because I'm hot. And you're just gonna hear it in the background. Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles to me is basically you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Is reciprocity, is give and take. Um, this is in regards to Dr. Puke, and at the beginning of this video, you can go back, you can scrub back. I said it feels like he kind of like holds the keys to the kingdom for Katy Perry, and the Six of Pentacles is permanent for me with this Page of Swords. Came up as a King of Swords last time. Now we have the Page of Swords. I I know I know how to get things done. I know how to make things work. I know what is what, who is who. The Queen of Pentacles did fall out, but it like flew off to the side. So I'm gonna see if that's actually meant to stick. Um, let's see. Hold on. The amount of cards that keep wanting to come out. Okay, I feel like I should put these up here. I'm just gonna do it. Let me move this over. He's gonna have way more cards than I expected. Okay, so we do have the Five of Wands, and one thing I always like to point out about the Five of Wands is that are these people working together? I'm gonna hold this closer so you can see. Are these people working together or are they fighting? Do they look like they kind of like in competition? And that's what the Five of Wands is giving. This Five of Swords came out again, y'all. I told y'all that was gonna be the card of the night, and then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay? This okay, I will say I think he's very strategic. He was very strategic in using Katy Perry for his own means. Um and he is kind of giving that air sign energy. He is giving King of Swords in this. Or I guess you can kind of say Page of Swords. Look at this. We do have the Ace of Wands coming up for Katy Perry first. Oop, okay, is these the two cards I want to put in? Oop, King of Cups and Disharmony. Coming up in reverse. I'm not gonna lie, this King of Pentacles is kind of King of Cups is kind of throwing me. Hmm. Okay, so going back to Dr. Puke's interview. So again, we have the Six of Pentacles. And to me, this is giving if I scratch your back, you gotta scratch mine. You gotta do something that I want. The Page of Swords to me just feels kind of like chess. Very calculating, very decisive maneuvering here. The Five of Wands is also, again, it could be a collaboration. Are we combating or are we collaborating? To me, this just kind of feels like this wasn't an easy collaboration or that Katie wasn't somebody easy to work with. Probably also somebody that, he could care less if he was working with them or not. Again, with this Five of Swords, it's just kind of like how can I maneuver or get my way out of a certain tough spot or situation that I'm in? How can I maneuver out of this tough spot that I'm in? And this to me is where the calculating is coming in at because to me it feels like um hey if I put out this album and it does well cool it's more money for me, it's getting me back out there. But then on the flip side, it's also like it also feels like if I don't, this is helping me with some kind of like legal matter. I don't know what it is, but it feels like this is helping me with some kind of legal matter or some reputational thing here. And so that's to me where the calculation comes to. It's like this isn't what they call it. It's so when it's like both of y'all lose or both of y'all won some game or something like that. I think that's what they call it. It just feels like either way, this was going to benefit him, Dr. Puke. Then, with this Ace of Wands coming up in reverse, it feels like to me, I didn't want this, but I did kind of want this. Like, it's like, how can I explain it? Creatively, I would have loved to do this in a different type of way, but at the end of the day, you are the person who holds the keys or the access or some kind of pull, some kind of hole that was going to help put this together, and um, and or some nobody else was kind of really willing to work with me. So I got stuck with you, and I had to do what it do. I'm not sure why this King of Cups is coming up here, but one thing I was getting was like charismatic was a thing that was coming up here with this King of Cups. Not sure why that's coming up for me, but that's what I'm getting. And then, of course, with the Ten of Pentacles coming up reverse, it does lead to some kind of sense of disharmony here. And this could be with her disharmony within herself, with her fans, with the public, with her team, um, whatever. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse kind of speaks to disharmony for me. But I'm going to dive into this a little deeper and see if we get some more clarity. Clarity. Let's see. Social grace is the sentence that came out that jumped out to me with this. Were you raised in a barn? Social grace required. Okay, what fell on the floor? Let's see what we got. What we got. Don't get your feathers ruffled. Inner calm. Ideal. Compassion. Remember, I was just saying that the Page of Swords to me was getting calculating. All of his cards keep flying on the floor. Truthful communication, integrity, surrender. Starting to feel like manipulation to me, but that's just me. Okay, and the last two are temporary intensity. Here we go with that surrender again. This too shall pass. Release, cleansing. With it's raining cats and dogs, and then we also have catching lightning bugs. Which means happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder, secret wish. Catching lightning bugs. Why would that be a light bulb moment? An idea coming through, different way to look at something. The secret wish that he wants that he has to figure out a way to kind of like make it happen or to obtain it. All right. I had a couple of cards flip over. Look at this. Over yonder. Focus for anticipation, potential, choices, surprises, eyes on the prize. It just kind of feels like her hand was forced. And she was like, I got to make the best of what the freak I got. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. We got hotter than blue blazes, passion, sensuality, chemistry, longing, instant crush. Okay, so according to Kesha, there was what they call it, a forced relationship between Dr. Puke and Katy Perry. But what I'm getting with this is that I wonder if there was some mutual mm, adoration for one another. If there was some amorous feelings that these two had towards each other at one point in time. Because the King of Cups oftentimes in tarot is somebody who is very like romantic, very again, charismatic, very sensual. And then for me to get the hotter than blue blazes here, I wonder if that's the thing, and probably with disharmony with the family is probably coming in. There. I wonder if Dr. P was an alleged ex of Katie's. There was some feelings there. She would rather not work with her ex because maybe things don't end on the right foot. Maybe she knows more about him now than she probably didn't, and it kind of gives her the ick. Um, that's pretty interesting that I'm getting those two together. Hotter than blue blazes, the Queen of Cups card. That's pretty interesting. I'm getting those two together. So how far are we card out first? I want to make sure because there was another card that flipped over in this deck as well. I want to see what's going to come up for this King of Pentacles first. Bless your heart. Friendship, appreciation, devotion, worthiness, caring, playful teasing. Need I say more? It's crazy to me. A lot of these cards on the end is coming up romantic, and that would explain why Katie said what she said during her when she was called in. I think she was called in as a witness on God on sorry, I'm getting their names all confused. On Kesha's case against Dr. Puke. I'm wondering that's why she's like, girl, that's not what that was. Like something that happened to you. I'm disgusted and I found that out about him if it is all true, but that's not what the situation was between us. Catch the tea. We do have energy vampires coming out again, and that seems to be something that a lot of people do describe them as. I mean, look at how people. I think didn't also Ariana Grande used to work with Dr. Peak as well, and she was like one of the first people who quickly spoke out against him when it was revealed by Kesha that she was allegedly SA'd by him. Like that's it says make you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. And that kind of feels like, oh, you have become aware that he was a drain. He was not all of that. Let's see. We have the student card, which speaks to humility. The student card, page of swords here. Yeah, because that can also deal with like studious behavior, student behavior. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. And what is the last card we're going to get here in regards to Katy Perry and Dr. Cards flip over. So I just want to. Hi, puppy. Okay, here's the final one. Let's see what we got. So this is one of my personal cards, but it did. I'm gonna put it out here because I feel like it. fits the situation. The penitent, the sorrowful or regretful person. This is somebody in search of a greater meaning, cleansing, balancing the scales to speak. I think that is something both him and Katie both share. And since I was saying with the reading between her and Gaga, I feel like there are some things from her point of view or something that she has wanted to say to kind of like get off her chest or be clear and above board with it. But I think because of the timing of everything, she doesn't feel that she can actually come forward with her side of the story, especially what I'm getting from this card are true that there was a mutual amorous relationship between her and Dr. Pugh. And then I think on the other side of things, Dr. Pugh is also wanting and wishing that he can, allegedly um, state his side of things. But again, because of the public being against him, the public outrage, so many people being against him, and not saying that this did not happen to Kesha. I'm just relaying what I'm getting from the cards, okay? Just having to state this again. If that is true, I think this does pertain to both of them of wanting to kind of like say their side of the situation. Um, and I think I would be amiss to say if I didn't point this out that the queen was the underlying card there. It did come up in reverse with the shadow attributes, which speak to somebody who lashes out when they are no longer in control. Um, they become arrogant when their authority is challenged. I think this is telling us all that we need to know. I think I'm getting all that I need out of this. Hopefully, you did as well. Um, the long and short of this is, wishing Keisha well. Hopefully, she heals and move on. It seems like Lady Gaga, is very much in her healing space here. I do think there's going to be some eruption coming from her. Hopefully, it's in a safe place when she does it because it seems like there are some things that she kind of need to get off her chest that she hasn't just yet. In regards to Katie, good luck on your album, girl, because if I think with this first single, if it hasn't shown you, if it has shown you anything, people are not being receptive to this, uh, to you working with Dr. Puke and you're talking about woman empowerment. But yeah, wishing you luck. A lot of people are liking the second single, so let's hope. But I know when I did my previous read on you, which you all can outside of the screen, which you all can see in the iCard. I'll attach it later once this is uploaded. You can see my previous read that I did on Katy Perry and her album. I didn't get anything good. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this reading. Let me know if there was something more that you kind of picked up on that I didn't point out. Because again, like I said, I went into this very blind, but I just kind of wanted to get this reading out the way again. Expect to see more live readings from me. If you would like to see more live readings from me, make sure to like, share, subscribe, making sure to hit that notification bell to all so you can see the next time I upload or when I plan to do another live stream in the future. And yeah, as always, share your insights down in the comments below. I will be definitely flipping through these because I know some of you all probably know more than me, even though I just read these cards. But at least you'll probably at least help put some of the puzzle pieces together. With that, I wish you all a good night, afternoon, day, morning, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.